What might happen if we aren't true to ourselves? Welcome, friends. Mrs. A here with another story to share with you. Today we'll be looking at The Rhino Suit, which was written and illustrated by Colter Jackson. This is a really incredible story. Before we get started, I wanted to thank you for liking this video and subscribing to my channel. And I wanted to thank the publishers, Sounds True and Sounds True Kids, who helped bring this book to life. As I said, this is such a special and important book because so many of us recently dressed up, wore costumes, wore masks, and this book reminds us that we have to take those masks off. We can't be in costumes our entire lives and not take the time to be our true, authentic selves. And I really love this story, The Rhino Suit, and I'm so grateful that I'm able to share it with you today. Let's hear this beautiful book, which will give us such an important reminder about being our true selves. The Rhino Suit by Colter Jackson. The Rhino Suit. She had a big, wide open heart, but it was also very tender. Everywhere she looked, there were beautiful things, but there were sad things too. She felt so much. Sometimes the feelings overwhelmed her. Have you ever felt overwhelmed with your feelings? Like they're so big, or taking over your whole brain. She cried when her mom brushed out her tangles. Seeing litter could ruin her day. When her dad hammered his thumb and his eyes watered, her eyes watered too. Sometimes animals didn't have a warm, safe place to live. And sometimes people were sad, and she didn't know how to be okay with that. It sounds like our character is very empathetic. She's feeling a lot of people's feelings, feeling them as if they're her own. At school, she was learning about the rhino. The rhino had thick, tough skin, a big, tough horn, lots of big, tough toenails. It gave her an idea. She hammered and glued and stitched through the night. What is this character doing? Yeah, it looks like she is building a rhino. When the sun came up, she had solved all her problems. It had thick, tough skin, a big, tough horn, and lots of big, tough toenails. It was a rhino suit. Wow. I wonder what she's going to do with this rhino suit. She climbed inside, and off she went. Interesting. What do you think it would feel like or sound like to be inside a rhino suit? Her mom couldn't get her to comb out her tangles. She could no longer see litter or animals that did not have a safe place to live. If someone was sad, she didn't even notice. But when she was in the rhino suit, she also couldn't feel the breeze on her skin, smell the flowers, or hear the birds singing. And when her mom tried to hug her, it didn't feel the same. That's when she understood. The thing about feeling so much is that you feel the good stuff so much too. So little by little, even though it was scary, she took off the rhino suit and said goodbye. And when the feelings got to be too much, she took a moment for herself. Then she opened her heart wide and let them all in, because the more you let in, the bigger the world becomes. and the more you can do to change it. The end. And friends, there is a special note here to anyone who may be extra sensitive out there and feel a lot of feelings. If you grab this book for yourself from the link in my description or from your local library, you'll be able to read that note. You can also visit the link that I've included in that description, which will connect you to an amazing activity kit for this book, The Rhino Suit. It includes stickers and different mindfulness activities, as well as some ideas and helpful hints for making ourselves feel more grounded and more settled in a world that could feel overwhelming at times. Practicing being our true selves and being authentically us is a really great way that we can be kind to ourselves. And if you tune in next week, you'll hear a book about how we can be kind to others as well. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you remember that I love you because you're you, not because of what you do. And I can't wait to see you next time.